Alright, quick update on FIDA. So I wasn't even going to make a FIDA video today, and then I saw one of my comments, quickly checked out the chart, and it seems like it's, going on a rally in the short term. So, I mean, I only checked this out like an hour ago and it hadn't done anything, and as you can see, in the past 2 hours or so, we have started gearing up for at least a short-term move to the upside. So personally, the number one thing I want to say in this video, I'm going to keep it short because nothing's really changed. We are still technically in a downtrend. I mean, even in the short term, looking on the hourly time frame, which is, very degenerative, we do have a high here, we've got a high here, and so far we've got a high here. So even in the very, very micro term, we're still not above this high, and we're still not above it this high. And what I said when we did pump up here, and what I've said when we pumped up here is still the exact same as what I'm going to say now. So if we come over to the daily, we are running into a ton of resistance. I mean, in my opinion, sure, Bonfida has, so far at least put in a double bottom. We've got one low here and one low here that we haven't broken below. I personally was expecting a price target down here of 133, and I've basically been expecting that since we broke down at 230. For me personally, I mean, nothing has changed. If all of the cryptos just start turning around, like for example, if Bitcoin just starts going on a massive rally, then maybe we can talk about Bonfida having a big move. But until the total crypto market cap turns around, until Bitcoin turns around, in my opinion, this could just be another dead cat bounce. So what I would personally need to see, first of all, if I flatten all this data, you can see we have been in a massive macro downtrend. And if I do zoom in, we are still in that downtrend. So we are still in a macro downtrend until we do break this high here. So once we get over 390 and close maybe a couple of daily candles above 390, I would be much more bullish on Bonfida in the short term. That is obviously a 95% pump, so in my opinion that is very, very unlikely. Even in the very micro term, to be micro bullish in my opinion, we still need to get above 267. And I've got this big red box outlined for the reason that for number one, if we draw this fib from this low to the high, we are below the 618. We've only just poked our head above the 786. So, we've previously done this before. Look, we spiked all the way through the 786, all the way through the 618. We even poked our head above the 0.5, and then we literally came rolling down within one day. So what I kind of want to point out is, Bonfida has these days where it goes explosive for a day, and then the next day it's, extremely dumpy. Like this was a big dump. We had one big daily candle and a dump. This was a big pump one day and then a dump. And, so far I'm not saying we're going to go up or down, but we do have a big pump here, and I would just be slightly cautious because, every time we do go on these rallies, at least since we've entered this downtrend, we do fall off the table. So all in all, absolutely nothing has changed. Even in the micro term, we're below this high, we're below this high. And then if we do zoom out to a more macro perspective, this is really the number one level I think you need to get above before we can even talk about being macro bullish. We could spike all the way up to 360, 370 something. Until we get above 390, I'm literally not getting out of bed at all. I would not be surprised, because this coin does have a fairly low market cap. It does move very parabolically. I would not be surprised if it had a wham move up to something like here before another rejection, because obviously if we do look in the macro term, I can just point out we've got this big high over here, high here, high here, a high here, and so far we're not even, we haven't topped out yet per se, but I mean, we do have a high here as well. My number one thing with Bonfida is you really kind of just need to be cautious. I think this is going to move in the general direction that the crypto markets go. So this may be having a massive rally today because Bitcoin's had a 1.5% move, and the total crypto market cap's up 1.5%. But for example, I can see a head and shoulders on the total crypto market cap, which we are currently retesting. If this does turn out that we just start going down tomorrow, then I think Bonfida is going to really heavily fall through the table. And but basically what I've been saying in the past few videos still stands. I'm sticking on the sidelines until we break 290 or 390, sorry. Once 390 has been broken, we have broken, you know, at least some of this macro downtrend. But as I'm a conservative trader, as you probably know if you watch my videos, I will be sitting on the sidelines until we, you know, strongly break through this red box. Until we break above 390, absolutely nothing's changed. So that's all I see for Bonfida. Once again, I am sitting on the sidelines. I'm waiting for us to at least break above 260 and 390. Until we do that, nothing's changed for me. So I would much rather buy a breakout on 390 and know that, you know, we're at least going to go up to the 200 day at 530 than just buy every single dip, because, you know, there's people have been saying to buy the dip, you know, since $9, and we're now down to $2. So, you know, a slight bounce is not, you know, off the table. It's not unexpected. Basically, you know, if I was trading this, I'd wait till we get above 390. So that is all I see for Bonfire. It probably lasted more than a few minutes, but yeah, that's all I see. Once again, none of this is financial advice. This is just my opinion on the market, and you've always got to do what's best for you. Peace.